The Israelites moved from Horeb to the hill country of the Amorites. They sent spies into the land who told everyone how great the land is. But the Israelites were unwilling to enter the land. They went back to wandering in the wilderness. They passed by the land God had given to Esau's descendants. Then they passed by the land of the descendants of Lot. Sihon didn't let the Israelites through the Heshbon kingdom, however, so God wanted to give them over to the Israelites. At the battle of Jahuz, the Israelites defeated the Heshbonites. Not one town in Heshbon was too strong for the Israelites. Og, king of Bashan, sent his army in response to this. God told the Israelites not to be afraid, and they easily defeated them. They destroyed all 60 of Bashan's cities. The Israelites divided up the land of Og. Moses pleaded with God to let him see the promised land, but God told him no, and not to bring it up again. God then reinforced his laws to the Israelites. Moses set aside certain cities as refuge for people who have accidentally sinned. Moses then reminded them of the 10 Commandments and the other laws God has instructed to Moses. God told them that they must completely destroy everyone living in the promised land. No treaties, no mercy, nothing. God then told them to never forget him. He instructed them to cross the Jordan to defeat nations much stronger than them. But before they went, he reminded them of their biggest mistakes. He told them to love and obey the Lord. Judges and officials were appointed in every town the Lord gave them, and they were to do the same in every new town they acquired. God will eventually let them have a king, but he must choose who it is. But the next time they asked, he still said no.
Tomorrow.
And the time after that.
Tomorrow for sure.
Before every war, a priest would stand in front of the army and tell everyone who doesn't want to fight to go home. It didn't matter if they had less soldiers because the Lord was with them. If anyone was killed and no one knew who the murderer was, they would go to the nearest man who didn't have a job, break his neck, and let him do work for the Lord. If any Israelite man wanted to marry a captive woman, they had to let her live with him while she mourned her parents before marrying her. If a man had 2 wives, he wasn't allowed to give the firstborn rights to his favorite wife's oldest, if his non-favorite wife had an older son. If anyone had a rebellious son, he was stoned to death. If anyone saw their neighbor needing help on the side of the road, they must help them. Women can't wear men's clothes and vice versa. Put a wall around your roof so if someone falls off, you won't feel guilty. And don't plow with an ox and a donkey yoked together. If there is any marriage violation, there was a really high chance someone was going to be stoned to death. Moses told them to put a stone on each side of the Jordan once they have crossed. When Moses was 120 years old, he stepped down as leader, handing it off to Joshua. Moses sang the Israelites a song, blessed each tribe, and went to the top of Mount Nebo to die. With that, the prophet closest to God had died. God buried Moses, never to be discovered by anyone.